Now, in this last pose, I'm going to be hanging from the wall. My chest is dropping down. At the beginning of the pose, I'll be stretching primarily here. Now, somewhere near the middle or end of the pose, eventually my trapezius muscles will start to relax, and then my chest will also start to do this, this, while I'm also simultaneously pulling. This is a deep and intense pose. It is my favorite pose in the sequence, in the basic sequence. And I'm going to try to do this one by counting breaths and see if I can manage to do at least 5 minutes counting breaths. So that means 25 breaths. I'm probably going to do 30 breaths, but we'll see. So to get into this one, I'm going to lay on the ground. Actually, okay. This is the advanced pro version of this course. This is what I'm really going to do to do this pose. I'm going to spit in my hands. I know it's gross, but you know what? If you do this pose and you're in after 3 minutes, up to 3 minutes, but after 3 minutes, if you start to hands start to slide, it it freaking hurts a whole bunch. It can really hurt. And honestly, what happens is, you slide a little bit, you get this little jerking motion. And what happens, because you're already sort of tightly pulling the muscles, there's this cascade response, which is really the reflex response. And the muscles go, they get tight. And so it's actually very counterproductive and it hurts. And you can actually, after 4 minutes, I mean, yeah, it hurts. So I'd rather be honest about what it takes to do this pose safely and deeply and well, because this is a great fucking pose. I love this pose. I hated it for a while. It took me months to get to the point where I could rest in it. And now it's one of my favorite poses, but it's also probably the most intense. I don't know if I should do it right in front of the electrical outlet. I'm going to move over it a little bit. Here we go. So I'm laying on the ground. My head is basically touching the floorboard here. Now I'm going to keep my feet as so flat on the ground, but later on you'll see me doing this, and when I'm doing that, I'm pushing myself deeper into the pose. Okay, so feet down. I'm going to raise up my hands. They feel pretty sticky. Now my hands are about equal. You can go sort of about this wide or a little bit wider if you'd like. I'm going to go about here. Play around with it as you get into the pose, and then I'm just going to relax into it and start breathing and counting my breath. And here we go. So at this point, I wouldn't use any of this part of my body to do anything serious other than like walking, because I've definitely destabilized the muscles and my nervous system is slightly turned off.